everybody, and I'm gonna mute. That's a little loud. There's a lot of breathing coming through. I need to mute it a little bit because it's really loud. Someone's breathing really hard. Hey everybody, and welcome back to The Curse of Strahd. We're on episode 3, and it's gonna be fun because we missed last week. Announcements real quick though. We got a podcast on iTunes and Spotify. It's pretty cool. You just gotta look up Mimics and Monstrosities, and you can give us a nice rating over there. 5 stars preferably, so people can know what we're up to. And yeah, we have a channel on the Discord to give feedback on it. I'm trying to get through these notes as quick as possible because we are 15 minutes late. And Garrett handles the podcast, so that's his little baby. Soldiers of the Lich Queen, applications. You can find those applications on the Discord as well if you want to join our Sunday game at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Other than that, same announcements as always. When our games are, when you can see us on the channel. By now, y'all who are watching us should know. Yeah.
Plus, there's an image right below the Twitch channel thing.
Yeah.
There's all the times. So.
Yeah. Anyways, without further ado, let's get right into this. We'll do a little RP segment so I can go get new batteries for my mouse, because it's just started to die now. I'll give you guys a good RP encounter so you guys can get to learn a little bit more about each other, because y'all don't really know each other that much. Since you guys... Oh, wait, everyone's unconscious.
No, Jin's only the one that's unconscious, I thought.
Sure. Okay. So last time you guys came out of Death House, the house basically fought back with pendulums, blades in the doors, shambling mound, a bunch of other stuff that nearly killed the party. And everyone died at least once in Death House, with Florian not having died at all. And
not without being saved by Jin, I believe.
And now all those free deaths are gone, because that was just for Death House. So, yeah. And you guys have exited Death House. Florian's clutched, picking up people, make sure they're not dead. But y'all are pretty hurting, with Jin still unconscious on the ground, bleeding out. But those of you that do come outside conscious, you guys see tall shapes that loom out of the dense fog that surrounds everything. The muddy ground underfoot gives way to slick, wet cobblestones. The tall shapes become recognizable as village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance. So while you guys do this little scene, I'm going to go get batteries for my mouse. So, RP! Woo!
I should say goodbye. Oh my god.
I don't know how the hell we got out of there at all. Oh.
A lot of Wait, did someone just speak? Okay. Hey. Jen. She's out, guys.
Is she dead?
Oh man, I don't. She's stable, but she's not looking good. You guys mind helping me carry her? I don't think I can lift her. She's like wearing a bunch of armor.
I mean,
Yeah. I'll
not very
try.
strong. So,
You take the heavy end.
Ugh.
I'll get a leg.
Ugh. Okay, just so you guys know, despite being the tallest one in the group, he has a negative strength score.
Oh no.
It's like He's a string bean. This guy. Sexy string bean. Old
Uh,
Florian.
That's okay. Kevenas is the not so sexy string bean.
But yeah, you guys are now outside a death house, standing in the streets of Barovia itself.
Do we see anybody walking around?
You don't see anyone, and if you look on Roll20, y'all got a map and some ambient music.
Which one of these houses is Death House?
The one you're all standing in front of.
Well, I mean, like there are a couple that we're standing in front of. Okay, thanks. Whoa, were any of these buildings here before?
I don't remember.
I couldn't see anything through the fog.
Looking around, do we see, what do the buildings look like? Like, do any of them look like shops, or do they all just look like dwellings?
They all, as I said,
Private homes?
they're all tall. They appear as visible village dwellings. The windows of each house stare out from pools of blackness. No sound cuts the silence except for mournful sobbing that echoes through the streets from a distance.
Hmm. And based on how we came out of this house, where we came from was from the south, correct? When we came upon the house?
Yes.
Okay, so do any of you just want to go back? Like, I got places to go. I gotta figure out where we're at. Maybe there's like a sign saying where we are.
Yeah, it's probably easier than carrying around an unconscious body with no idea where we're going.
Yeah. Alright.
Was she stabilized? I can't remember if she was stabilized.
Yeah,
I'm stable, just unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah, because I believe Flaren was rolling, he rolled a medicine check to stabilize.
Alright. Yep.
Ugh.
I'll head back down towards the first crossroads there.
Yeah. I guess the rest of us are gonna probably slowly follow him and keep an eye out for any signage that has any languages we might know.
Alright.
And
So
saying,
just so you
like,
guys know,
where we are.
every square on this map is 40 feet.
Okay.
Alright. So we're dragging Jim.
Oh my god. You are dragging Jim, yeah?
Alright.
Yeah. And just to make sure I understood you correctly, we did come from the south?
You did, but you didn't see anything because of all the fog.
Okay. Alright, I just
the
wanted
mist. The mist.
I just wanted to make sure. You guys see anything?
Any businesses yet?
No?
No.
All dwellings with no lights on. And just to get an idea, Barovia, no sunlight whatsoever. It's overcast, cloudy, and raining.
Ugh. This is miserable. Hey, let's keep going. We gotta find something.
For someone.
Yeah,
No.
let's keep moving. And I guess we'll just move to the next marking where you might say there would be a point of interest and reason to stop, Justin.
No?
I
Everything
mean,
is
like,
just empty. Abandoned. Desolate.
I guess what I'm saying is we're probably just gonna head south until we see something.
That's what I'm
Like-
saying. You're not going to
like-
see anything worth of note. Everything is desolate, abandoned, dark. Nothing is really catching your eye, your attention.
Okay, but we do come to a turn. Okay, cool.
We do. And this, like I said, the map functioning on Roll20 is a little finicky, and having to manage it while doing the stream stuff is a bit annoying. So the map is just for you guys right now. So try to describe your movements as best as possible, instead of just saying, I'm going to take this turn.
We've come out of Death House and gone south past the crossroads and reached a turn to our right.
Oh no, I think he's just saying like.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, just have some, like, yeah.
We'll
Instead of just, like, moving your tokens, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, where do you guys want to go?
Well, I was hoping this was just going to be like the bad side of town, but
Are there any carts or anything that we can put Jin in so that we can move her around a bit easier?
No?
So damn heavy. Dang, you're heavy, Jin. Jeez.
where do you say we go in one of these houses and just let her rest up a bit?
You could just wait for her.
Out in the rain? Probably not great. I don't think we'd get
No.
much rest.
In one of these houses. And they all look like they're empty.
Yep, sounds like a plan. Kick. Just kick down this door right here where he's at.
Okay. You kick open the door, and it's empty, completely empty. There's no signs of anything. It's just an empty, abandoned house. Furniture in disarray, in pieces. But it's a house.
Alright, everybody in.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Let's get in yet.
Well, yeah, I'll have dragged Jen in by her ankle or something. Oh. But immediately I'm going to start looking around for busted furniture or anything that I can start a little fire with.
Yeah, you can. Pretty easily. There's, like, ruined tables and chairs all over the place. Like, someone hasn't lived in this house for years and years.
So,
You making a fire there, Kevenas?
yeah. A little chilly here, so figure make it feel homey. So
Yeah, that's a good idea.
break the furniture.
Alright, yeah, you can easily do it.
Alright, let's try and get comfy here. God, I need sleep. So tired. Ugh.
Hopefully this house isn't haunted like the last one.
Yeah, no kidding. Ryan, how you feeling? You,
I mean, I felt better, but
yeah.
I'm
Well,
alive.
Hold on. He's gonna throw out a bedroll and give it a spray of some perfume, and then just go and crash.
Okay.
Oh. You probably need some sleep too there, Ryan, our human friend. Why why don't y'all go ahead? I'll take first watch here. Um, yeah, I'm gonna let them get a rest, and I'm gonna go sit by the fire. Yeah.
All right. So as everyone is sort of drifting off and getting the rest, Kevenas, while you're sitting there, you can see out the windows pretty easily. Um, you see an eerie green light coming from the northwest of the village. Looking out the window. And that's what you see.
Um, is there an upstairs here?
There is.
Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs and try to get a better look.
Okay, yeah. From the distance, when you come upstairs and look out a window, in the distance you can see that this light seems to be coming from a church and a graveyard. And in the distance, you see what looks like a group of people walking through the streets. You can't really make out what the people look like, but you can kind of get the glimpses of people toting great swords, people carrying slender bows, glittering axes, archaically dressed people with long beards and strange pointed hats, and they're marching from this graveyard into the village. And the graveyard is, well, because of how high you're up in the vantage point you've just gotten, Kevenas, I will unhide the map, the entire map, because you would have been able to see the entire thing now.
Good job.
So, yeah.
So I assume the church and the cemetery is the big fenced in area separate.
Yes, to the northwest. Yep, all the way over here.
Right. I'm going to keep an eye on the people coming into the village.
They're far enough away that they disappear behind houses and you lose sight of them.
Okay. That's a hard call. Actually, no. See, all the houses were abandoned. Does it look like enough people to populate this village?
You can't tell from this distance.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna go back down and keep an eye out the front window to see if anybody starts coming towards the house.
Nope. You spend the rest of your half of your watch just waiting for people to approach, and nobody does.
Alright.
And at this point, about 4 hours pass, and you get the idea. It's probably, well, you can't really tell because it's always cloudy and overcast and dark here, from what you're gathering based on time passing. But you can probably assume it's maybe 4 in the morning at this point.
Let's see. Jen is an elf as well, correct?
Yeah, she's a drow.
I'm a drow.
Okay. I'm going to go attempt to arouse Jen.
Not arouse.
Multiple meanings.
Just rouse, I believe.
Wake up. Let's.
Yeah.
Great. Oh yeah, so you yeah, you wander over
I'm
and
unconscious, man.
you wander over and try to arouse Jin from her slumber.
Alright. 4 hours she should be long rest, right? As elf.
Sure.
Hey, wake up! Wake up! Hey!
What? Huh? What? What's going on? Oh, what? Is this the same house?
Yeah, we're fucked.
Uh, I kind of figured from before, but why?
No, I'm just messing with you.
Oh,
Everybody else is sleeping. You're all right, right? Uh, uh,
more or less. I'm more or less fine.
okay. Well, uh, here's the deal. We kind of took over this house, and
We broke into another house? Oh, okay.
yeah, but it's okay because like I haven't seen any ghost children yet. Uh,
Okay, I guess that's good in the grand scheme of things.
but uh, weird news is there were a bunch of people up at the cemetery, and they started heading this way a few hours ago. But this is the last time I saw them. Anyway, I'm still hurting myself, so I need to get me a little rest too. So.
Okay, I'll take watch. You go rest.
Alright. And I'm gonna go trance for the other 4 hours.
All right. You find a comfy spot, and you just sort of sit there and fall into your elvish trance.
Florian's just getting his loud beauty sleep.
And Jen, yeah, you're the only one awake right now in the house. This
Jen
2-floor abandoned house.
Jin's gonna go look out the window and see if she can see any of them coming.
Nope.
Jin's gonna kind of look around at them peacefully sleeping and just go, it's nice to not be the one person not unconscious. Then she's gonna walk up the stairs and go see if she can see anything. Just to kind of get moving around.
Yeah, just go up the stairs and you peer out a window. Nothing. Whatever figures Kevenas said he saw are no longer in the village.
Jin's gonna go back downstairs and just stand by the door with her longsword and just kind of wait it out, see if anything happens, and just kind of listen.
All right, and it's worth noting that this house is so abandoned and derelict that when Florian kicked the door, it kind of came off its hinges and is lying on the ground.
Oh,
So you can see how overcast it actually is outside. You can see large raindrops and a thunderstorm happening.
can Jin pick up the door and try to just kind of like prop it back up in the door frame?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You just kind of like lift the door up and just gently set it against the door frame, so the house still looks like no one's in it. Aside from the glow of the fire that was made.
Okay. Jin's just kind of gonna go sit in front of the fire and just kind of watch over her friends.
Alright. The rest of your watch passes, 4 hours, and everybody will start to stir as morning maybe comes, and you all get the benefit of a long rest, every single one of you. Which means, Kevenas, whoever got affected by the shadows, your strength should be back to normal now.
Oh boy.
I hope everyone had a good sleep. I know I did.
Ryan is just gonna pull the hood of her cloak just over her face. With the don't talk to me.
Florian's gonna start stretching.
Don't know if it was good, but it was definitely much needed.
Oh, it was very much needed.
Oh boy. Alright, time for breakfast. Anybody got anything?
I'm going to pull out that bland bread that I kept and share it with everybody.
Okay. As morning comes, though, outside of the house, you guys hear the sound of small wooden wheels rolling across damp cobbles. You trace the lonely sound of looking out the windows, from the source of sound. You just glancing out the windows because they're nearby. You can see a lonely, hunched figure bundled in rags, pushing a rickety wooden cart through the fog. She's outside, basically passing by. This figure's passing by the house.
I'll run out and stop her.
You,
Hey,
you
hey!
pull the door frame down and you run over to her and you see this old woman. And she's
Hey.
like,
Is is everybody in this town gone or dead, or what the hell's going on?
oh, most of the residents are gone, yes.
Are there any businesses still open?
Well, there's the Blood of the Wine Tavern, Bildrath's Mercantile, the church north of town. That's about it. Are you hungry? Are you? She looks through the window and she can kind of see like the top of people's heads. Are you and your friends hungry?
No, we just ate, but we just ate everything I had. So,
Oh.
What do you got?
Are you
Is it
outside
warm?
now? She's actually. Are you still inside the house or are you outside the house?
Depending on how far away.
She's pretty. She's like on the streets out front of the house. Where
So we just saw Kevenas just bolt it to this person?
I guess, yeah. He said he bolted outside.
I guess we're following. Yeah, we're probably like trotting to catch up to him right now. It's like, someone say breakfast?
Yes, I sell pastries. Wonderful, delicious pastries. Yes.
So
What
before.
kind?
Oh,
What?
she said what kind?
Oh,
kind?
they're called dream pastries. They're just mincemeat pies. They can help you sleep when you eat them.
Hey, so we're actually kind of lost. Do you mind telling us where this place is? We kind of came here in a mist, and
Yeah,
don't even know the name of
yes.
this place.
This is Barovia.
Wait, what?
Barovia.
You see him kind of look around in his little satchel and pull out that letter that he received. He looks it over, just like, oh shit.
Do you know Barovian?
I actually got a letter from someone here. Yeah. Hey, what was your name again?
My name is Morgantha.
Hey, who's in charge around here?
He is.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna play the pronoun game? Alright, who's he?
She gestures to the very tall, ominous castle looming in the distance.
What direction is that?
I believe, if I can pull up the map real quick, because I gotta rock open a bunch of tabs for this one. Should be to the north.
Yeah. So we've been heading away from it.
Yep.
Cool. Oh wow, I didn't see it out there before. Damn.
Oh no, that's not the castle. On the map. No, the map's somewhere else. It's to the north though, of
Oh,
where you are. Yeah.
well,
Through a big forest. Like a big forest kind of blocks the way, but you can't see the forest through the village. You kind of get glimpses of the forest, but it's to the north on a mountain. The castle she points to.
well, I've got a summons here, so I need to head over, talk to the big chief, see what he summoned me here for.
He wouldn't have written you a letter.
Who's this letter from?
Are you
It
reading it?
says, yeah. Sorry, I need a little bit of a refresher. I wasn't able to put the tags in the right spot for that.
And I don't think you even read the letter.
Yeah, you said you read the letter to me, and then as I finished it, went to this.
Oh. The letter was written by... Oh, excuse me. Somebody called... Let me just pull his name up, because there is so much notes you need for this. Written by somebody called... the Burgomaster of Barovia.
Actually, it doesn't sound familiar at all. Burgomaster. And sorry, could you remind me what the contents of that letter was? Because I would read it if it was in front of me. Or you could just send me the text block.
It's kind of hard to send the text block in the way it's handed out in the adventure. It's not a text block. It's a...
Oh, I thought you had it.
No, it is
written
an
around like a
image.
Okay.
All right. The letter is from someone called Kolyan Indirovich, the Burgomaster of Barovia, and it says, "Hail to thee of might and valor. I, a lovely servant of Barovia, send honor to thee. We plead for thy to desperately... Oh, man, this is hard, so hard to read. We plead for thy so desperately needed assistance. The love of my life, Irina Kolyana, has been afflicted by an evil so deadly that even the good people of our village cannot protect her. She languishes from her wound, and I would have her saved from this menace. There is much wealth in this community. I offer all that might be had to thee and thy fellows, if thou shalt but answer my desperate plea. Come quickly, for her time is at hand. All that I have shall be thine." Signed, Kolyan Indirovich, Burgomaster.
Yeah, and Florian just kind of says that kind of discreetly to the rest of the group. Just says what Justin just said under his breath while holding the letter up.
So you know somebody here, huh?
I suppose I do. Do you know this woman? And I wish I could have written this down or taken notes. What was her name?
The person who wrote the letter, or the person mentioned in the letter?
The one that we're trying to rescue.
Irina Kolyana.
Okay. Do you know a person named Irina Kolyana?
Yes, she lives with the Burgomaster.
What does she look like?
A woman with long brown hair. Beautiful.
I know a lot of women that are beautiful with long brown hair. Does she have any defining markings or the color of her eyes?
No, she's a beautiful woman with long brown hair and brown eyes.
Oh, brown eyes. Okay.
She lives with the Burgomaster at the south of town.
Where is that? I mean, south of town, but what's the building look like?
Oh man, so many windows. It's a big building with a brown roof. And an L, it's kind of has an upside down L shape. And she gestures to the southwest.
All right. Thanks, Mort.
She,
How much are the spies you carry?
oh,
Guys, I have a little bit of a.
the pies are 1 gold piece apiece. 1 gold piece each.
Sure, I'll take one, man. Yeah.
Alright. She hands you one of these small mincemeat pies and holds out her old lady hand, looking for that gold coin.
I'm actually going to give her 2 gold coins. And thank you for your time.
Did you buy 1 or 2 then?
2.
Okay, she gives you 2.
No. I mean, 1 pie, 2 gold. Thank her for her time.
Oh, okay. She's like, alright, be safe. Don't stay out after dark. And she just waddles away with the cart. It's squeaking down the cobblestone. She disappears into the fog.
Smooth,
Well,
Kevenas. Smooth.
Look around, and is it dark right now?
Well, it's always dark here. It's overcast all the time, is what you're gathering.
Yeah.
So, do you guys mind going with me to check this out? See if we can't meet up with this Burtlemaster?
Yeah, but I tell you, we need to be careful because I saw a bunch of armed people last night.
Oh yeah, where were they?
Yeah, no point generally northeast
Oh, it was northwest.
or northwest. Yeah, and
Oh.
say there's a church over that direction. So I'm coming out of there.
Oh, excellent. Okay, that's good, I guess, because we're going south. So, anybody objections to figuring out what's going on here? Why we're all here? Jin, how you doing?
Oh, I'm just still taking everything in, Florian. I'm okay. It's been a day.
You
At least I think it's been a
were
day.
looking pretty bad, and then yeah, you were looking pretty bad there.
We might as well go find out what your note is all about, though.
Yeah.
We're here.
Good to see you pulling through, though. All right, and we'll head off in that direction and try to find this place.
Alright. So it is over here.
Yeah. I imagine
You can find it
just
after
start
walking
walking.
a while. Yeah.
and if we'll just start walking in that direction, let us know if we see anything.
Yep.
Hey. Yeah. Does any of you have anything Florian's the tallest one, so he's just trying to get cover from the rain because it's messing up his visage.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
What's
Wet.
going on with you?
Can't. This is funky. This whole place is funky.
Oh, the rain isn't that bad, Florian. We've had worse things happen than rain.
And he's gonna cast Mage Hand and just put it above his head.
Alright.
To block any of the rain. Have
Sure.
it tilted to the side a little so that it just goes swoop. Slides off one side.
Okay.
Pretty boy. keep walking.
I don't know this man with the hand above his head. I'm gonna walk a bit ahead of everyone else.
Okay. And after walking a decent amount of time, probably about half an hour, 20 minutes, around there, you all arrive in this area that I am blipping on the Roll20 map. The L-shaped building. And upon approaching, you guys see a weary-looking mansion squats behind a rusting iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squeal and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the grounds and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish of the walls. Great black marks tell of the fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are barred with planks, each one marked with stains of evil omen.
Did you go into detail about that last bit there? That's a
Yeah, it's in the description that you read out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, the evil omen, like there's, or does it look like it's in a language?
Nope.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm trying to figure out what that means. Like what that would be perceived as.
Stains of evil omen. That's all it says.
Okay.
Perceive of that what you will.
Jeez, guys, see all these stains? Ominous.
Yeah, they look kind of evil too.
Yeah. Yeah. Never seen such a purple-looking, ominous, evil stain. Alright, so do you guys want to check this place out? I want to get out of the rain again. This is miserable.
Oh, this is your friend, right?
Brenda, I don't even know who this person is. I just got a letter from him.
Well, it's your letter, so...
Yeah, alright. On he'll confidently walk in.
The door's closed.
And he'll confidently kick it open.
The door's locked, so you don't kick it open.
Huh?
But as you're walking through the yard, give me a perception check.
Alright. That would be 13.
You can discern the trampled weeds all around the mansion contain scores of wolf paw prints and human footprints.
Huh. Looks like we got some bigger dogs and people walking about.
And as you
Looks like
kick the
probably
door,
fresh tracks. Okay.
you hear a sound coming from inside, and there's a voice that says, "Who's there?"
Name's Florian. Man with the golden hands and the silver tongue. What's up?
Are you servants of Strahd?
Who's that? I don't know who that is. What was his name? Pulls out the letter again. You, Koliana, part of the Koliana family?
My name is Irina Kolyana, yes. How do you know my name?
Your father sent me this letter. Said to come, I don't know, save you or like get you out of somebody's clutches. Very kind of vague with the description. You alright?
My father's dead. He couldn't have sent a letter.
He's like Burglemaster?
Yes.
Here. And he'll try to memorize the letter real quick and then just kind of scoot it under the door frame.
She takes the letter and
Yeah, that's what I got. I'm from a place called
This-
Silger.
never
And,
heard of it.
Yeah, same. I've never heard of, what is this place, Barovia?
Yes.
Don't know. I read this letter and now I'm here.
This isn't my father's penmanship.
Okay, so we've been duped. Uh-huh. But you're fine? You're not in any danger?
Well, are you sure you're not servants of Strahd?
I don't even know who that is. Guys, any of you, like, I have a couple of mates with me. Guys, any of you know this Strahd guy?
No.
Doesn't ring a bell to me.
No.
I serve, but Strahd's not one of them.
Me and my mates here, we just went through hell. Nearly died. A couple of us actually did. Long story. But, yeah, well, now we're here, and we just want to get out. We want to figure out what the hell is going on, why we're here, and leave.
Alright, just hold on. And you hear the sound of lots of heavy bolts and locks being shifted and moved, and the door swings open. And standing behind the door, you see this woman dressed in plate armor with red fabric flowing from it. Sheathed at her side is a silver sword, and she's got long flowing brown hair and darkish skin, and beautiful brown eyes, and she looks a little... she looks mild, and as she opens the door, she invites you in.
Guys? And he's just gonna look back to see if they're gonna come.
Yeah, I'll get out of this damn rain.
Yeah, Ryan?
Yeah.
Jen?
Well, I'm coming.
Alright, let's roll.
As you guys...
Thank you for your hospitality, Irina.
You're welcome. As she lets you in...
Can I see that letter again, by the way? I know I handed it to you.
Oh,
but,
yes, and she hands it back
I need it for
She
later.
hands it back to you.
Thanks.
The interior of the mansion is well furnished, yet the fixtures show signs of great wear. Noticeable oddities are the boarded-up windows and the presence of holy symbols in every room. The burgomaster is in a side drawing room on the floor, lying in a simple wooden coffin surrounded by wilting flowers and a faint odor of decay.
Oh, yeah, you weren't kidding. That guy's dead.
He's been dead for a couple weeks now.
Yikes.
Uh-oh.
You might want to replace the flowers.
She gives you a scathing look.
I'm sorry. I'll just
She could be a bit blunt. Sorry. Can we do anything for you? Like, again, we're just trying to help you out. I mean, I got this letter. You're really the only clue we have to, like, getting out of here and figuring out what's going on.
Oh, sorry. He died 3 days ago. And she says, I don't know how to get out of here either. I am not originally from here as well.
Yeah, where are you from? Oh, nice.
I don't remember. My memories are a little fuzzy since coming here.
Well, what'd your father die from? And Florian will go over and like have a look.
As you like approach his body, she says, wolves and other terrible creatures have been attacking the house after night for every night, for weeks. And my father's heart couldn't stand the assault. His heart gave out, and he died 3 days ago. And ever since then, the house has been relatively safe. No attacks.
Oh,
So they were after him.
I don't know.
That is an astute observation, Ryan.
And his body smells a little bit.
Yeah,
3 days worth of stink on it.
yeah. But does it hold up? Does it look like he only has markings on him that, like, he doesn't have any markings on him?
Just looks like he probably died of a heart attack.
Yeah, okay.
So, I saw a cemetery up there. Why don't you bury him?
Well, that's the thing. No one has been willing to help me take the body to the cemetery. And I don't want to. I'm not gonna go anywhere while my father just lies dead here on the floor. Would you be so kind to deliver his body? My brother would be willing to help you. You can find him at the Blood and Wine Tavern. His name is.
What's he look like?
Well, his name's
sorry.
Ismark.
Ismark. Okay.
He's kind of got like shaggy, long, blonde hair. If you could deliver his body to the church under the care of Father Donovich, that would be lovely.
What was the last name there?
Father Donovich.
I imagine that's like some kind of priest. Ismark Kolyana. Sorry, I feel like I gotta take some notes now because
Now, so you know, my brother is adopted.
Yeah, you mentioned shaggy blonde hair, so.
Yeah, his name is Ismark Kolyanovich. He is the actual son of. She gestures to the man in the wooden coffin.
Oh, so they kind of brought you in when you showed up here, not knowing what was going on?
Yes.
Huh. All right. Well, yeah. How long have you known these people?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Wow. All right, but you care enough about him to see that he gets buried.
I know I've been here long enough to know they adopted me and they're my family.
What's been stopping you? I mean, you said no one to help you, but you look like you can. You look like you can take care of yourself. What's been stopping you from pulling a cart with his body to the graveyard?
There's a man who I think wants me as his bride, and again, these creatures have caused. There's these nightmarish creatures wandering the streets at night. Yeah. I can't exactly do it by myself.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you got a target on your back for some reason. All right, sure. Guys, what do you think?
Why not? We're already here. We might as well.
Yeah, I mean, we are trying to get out of here, and this is kind of out of our way. Yeah, it feels good to do things.
There's
for people.
no getting out of here.
Oh.
All right, Dower Town, great. Let's see.
So your brother's been here longer than you have?
I think he was born here.
Oh, okay. Well, we might have better luck with him.
So you don't think that this Ismark would help us take the body?
Oh, Ismark would help you if you found him.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure. I'm sure if you went and found him and asked him to help, he would gladly do it. It is his father, after all.
So what's prevented him from doing it?
I would imagine the same thing.
Oh, he's got a target as well.
Well, I mean, I think he just wants to make sure I'm safe and stay close to me at all times. The tavern's not too far, so we can keep an eye on me. The church is a little bit out of town.
So if he's got a target on his back too, we probably shouldn't bring him along. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think the 4 of us could manage, couldn't we?
Who
Okay.
knows? I mean, we're just pushing a cart to a graveyard and digging a hole, right? Or leaving it to Father Donovich?
We could get it there and talk to the groundskeeper, but I was actually thinking we just talk to the brother.
Yeah, I mean, like, we could stop by and talk to him, but, I mean...
I think maybe the brother wrote that letter.
This isn't Ismark's writing either.
Does the writing look very formal?
Yes.
Like flowery?
Yes.
Okay.
Cursive and squiggly and...
Yeah. Alright. I got a couple ideas on that. Well, I feel like maybe we start taking the body, and you said the tavern was on the way?
Yes.
We'll just take the body to the tavern.
Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Yeah, there we go.
Basically, you're just gonna wanna go straight up the road and you'll get to it. Like, straight north.
Are you gonna be alright?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I've been fine for the last 3 days.
Yeah, alright.
Do you have a cart by chance?
No.
Oh, shit.
That's probably one of the other reasons no one's wanted to help, because you have to carry the entire coffin yourself.
Oh
Does
boy.
no one in this town have a cart?
Not many people live in this town anymore. So the luck of you finding a cart that hasn't been either destroyed or in ruins or taken is highly unlikely.
Alright. Well, what do you guys think?
Well, if people
You
are at
grab
the
this.
tavern, I guess there's a better chance we'll find a cart there.
Yeah, I mean, they probably gotta carry the barrels around somehow, unless they've got some big hulking mess carrying those things. Yeah, let's do it. Alright.
It's worth a
Jen, you got
shot.
a body?
So, the coffin with the body in it, it's... 2 people are enough to carry it, depending on your strength scores.
Let's see. I think Ryan and Mama Jin are the only ones.
You would need if 2 people are carrying it, you would need at least a minimum strength of like 11.
Oh, I got a 16.
12.
Hey, I've got a 4.
Brutal. Alright. Yeah.
Oh, am I one of the strongest, you guys?
Jin and Ryan, you both just heft the coffin up and you're holding it.
Beautiful
Wouldn't it be
ladies.
like this or like this, because Jin is considerably taller.
Yeah.
Uh,
Not too much taller, not as tall as...
it's a little on an angle, yeah.
All right,
Well,
Ryan, are you good to go?
Yes.
Alright, again, sorry about, almost kicking your door down earlier.
You wouldn't have been able to, it's fine.
Yeah, probably right.
It's withstanded zombies and ghouls and wolves, I'm
Wait,
sure
what?
it'll be fine.
Zombies?
Yeah. Did you see the footprints outside?
I mean, didn't peg him for zombies. Was not my first guess. Okay.
Let's get this body to the church sooner than later, maybe.
Yeah, to the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
All
All right, thanks, Irina. We'll do you want us? We'll just come back once the deed is done, or do you just?
I'd
Should we just
appreciate
talk
that.
to Ismark
And if
first?
you could bring Ismark with you when you come back, that would be lovely.
All right, you got it.
And then you guys leave.
Later, Irina.
All right. Goodbye. Be safe. Best of luck.
Name's Florian.
Thank you, Florian and friends.
Florian Umbridge.
And she shuts the door as soon as you guys step out. The door's instantly shut and bolted and locked.
Look, guys, we won a body.
I'm used to carrying bodies at this point. It's fine.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
the Blood of the Wine Tavern is right there. So it'd probably take you guys about
5 minutes.
less than
10
5 minutes to get there. Yeah, 5 minutes to get there. Plus, your speed would probably be reduced because you're carrying this coffin.
Yeah.
So maybe almost 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Guys, are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Soon, Lion, soon. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk about 10 feet behind and watch his coffin since she said zombies.
Yeah. That's kind of weird. Zombies,
She
huh?
closed that door a little too quickly for my liking, but she's probably just scared.
Maybe she killed her father.
I don't know. She said he died of a heart attack. It doesn't look like he's got any wounds on him.
I mean, maybe she poisoned him.
Or strangled him. Or smothered him with a pillow. Who knows? A lot of these things. Either way, the dude's getting buried, right?
That's right, he's already dead.
And
Alright.
you guys, talking about how Irina might be a murderer, approach the front of the Blood of the Vine Tavern, and you see a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Well, that looks homey, doesn't it?
The building is about a 60-foot wide building. And it looks pretty shoddy from the outside.
So, do you want to leave the body out here?
I can
mean, that
stay out
probably might
and
not
watch
be a
the
good
body.
idea.
If
Yeah, that sounds good. We'll see if we can wrangle this guy. Hopefully he's not drunk. I mean, he is in a tavern.
don't need any more things attacking this body. I know it's dead, but still.
Alright,
Alright.
so who's all watching the body and who's all going inside?
Jin's outside watching.
Okay.
Hey, Ryan.
Oh.
You want to come in here with me?
Sure. I'll come in. Yeah.
Alright, thanks.
Kevenas, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna step under the porch and watch the coffin get rained on.
Alright, yeah, the body's just getting, the coffin's just filling with water. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have a lid?
No, man.
Oh, okay.
Ryan, you want to help me pull this maybe out of the rain?
Too late. I'm already in the tavern. Bye.
Ghosting you.
Great. As you guys all approach under the porch, and Kevenas just sort of stands under the porch out of the rain, you guys kind of see, looking at the sign, that it originally read Blood of the Vine, and the N has been scratched over with an F.
Blood of the Vine?
Yeah, Blood of the Vine. And it originally read Blood of the Vine. And an N has been scratched over with the F.
Blood on the vine.
Mm-hmm. So it says, yeah, so now it says Blood on the Vine.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's welcoming.
So as you push into the tavern, you see a blazing fire in the hearth that gives scant warmth to the few huddled souls within. You see a barkeep behind the counter, 3 humans sitting together, and a person sitting by themselves in a corner table sipping wine. He's got shoulder-length kind of blonde hair, wearing like a heavy fur kind of coat almost, and some cotton clothes underneath. He's sitting there just sipping on wine by himself, and you assume that's probably Ismark.
All right. How do you want to play this?
And everyone instantly turns to look at all of you, mainly Ryan, because never mind. Ryan, you're not a drow.
No.
The drow stayed outside.
They look at Florian because his attire does not make sense for people who live in Barovia.
It is a white, very loose-fitting, like long-sleeved white billowing shirt, and with a string holding it, like I would say buttoned up, but it's just a string down the center. And every once in a while, whenever he goes to put on the charm, you see that he kind of loosens that string a bit, exposing more of his chest.
Is he doing that now?
He's gonna die.
You see him kind of tug. You see kind of tug on the string a little. All right. What have you got for drink here?
Are you pushing the barkeep or Ismark?
Oh, the barkeep.
Okay.
He's ignoring Ismark for now.
Okay, the barkeep is a pudgy little man, and he's mindlessly cleaning glasses one after the other. And when they're all clean, he starts over doing it again.
He what?
When the glasses are all clean, so he's cleaning the glasses and they're all pretty spotless. He goes back to the first one and starts cleaning it again.
Barkeep. What's your name?
Keeps cleaning.
All right. You guys, I'm pretty good with this violin. You guys want to pep up this place a bit?
Still cleans.
How about it, fellas?
Still cleans.
How's that, what is it getting for looks from everybody else? You said that everybody in the
they stared at you for a long time and they went back to their activities.
All right. Florian will go right up to this bartender. Be like, how much gold do you want for a damn drink?
Small glass of wine costs 1 copper piece. A pitcher is 1 silver.
Excellent. Thank you for the information.
Then goes back to cleaning.
Ryan.
What?
It was a really tough crowd.
I can see that.
Cool boy.
Go talk to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. He's gonna go up to this fella sitting down by himself.
Okay, you approach him, he looks up at you and goes, "Yes."
Got your father out on the street there in the casket. Just taking him to be buried. Irina kind of sent us, gave us a little job to do.
He looks around
Said
at the
you'd
other.
be able to help.
He looks around at the other patrons and leans in close and grabs you by the scuff of your shirt
Yeah.
Well, hey now.
and pulls you close to him and says,
Yeah, so
"Quiet."
Hmm.
And he releases you.
Alright, so he'll cast message and repeat the details of the people outside, how we've got some friends outside, and that we've got the body ready to take it to. the graveyard and bury it.
He's like,
and that he can respond without anybody else hearing.
the response is, "Show me the letter."
No. Bing. And he'll hand him the letter.
Yes, this is not my father's writing. Alright.
I know, right? Either way, he'll wrap it up. Message again. Either way, Irina sent us to hopefully get your help in taking this body.
Alright. He stands up, tosses a couple coins on the table, and walks out the door.
Alright, let's
And
do
the
it.
rest of you that are outside, you see this handsome, actually, man walking out. Doublet, you know, with the fur-lined vest, shoulder-length brown blonde hair. This is Ismark, Irina's adopted brother, and he has a long sword strapped to his one side, a short sword strapped to his other side, and a heavy crossbow slung over his back. And he comes down the steps and he sees the casket and he's like, "You left it in the rain?"
I
Did you
didn't
want us to bring it
mean
inside?
to. I tried to
yes.
take it out.
Tried to take him out of the...
No, I didn't mean that. I tried to take him out of the rain, but I wasn't strong enough by myself because one of my partners went inside and left him with me.
Alright.
Yes, Florian, why would you do
So,
that?
he looks at Jin and Kevenas. Your friends are going to stick out quite a lot here.
Oh yeah? They got something against people with a tan?
No. That kind is just not here whatsoever.
Oh. Rare. You folks are rare. Bunch of gems you are. Little bitty gems. Love you.
And he steps down the steps, approaches the coffin, and heaves up one end. He's like, "Who's helping me with this?"
I'll help you move it, and Jin will pick up the other end.
And he starts walking towards the church.
Here, hold on. Let's dump out some of this extra water that's in there. Maybe that'll lighten it up for you. Puts his hand on the body and just tips it a little
All
bit
right.
to drain the water.
Alright. And then, just...
Jin's just keeping pace with him.
Yeah.
You know, you could
Alright.
slow down just a little bit.
I'll walk up to Florian, nudge him in the ribs and tell him looks like he's got some competition for Pretty Boy of the Year.
Oh, no, not even close, buddy. I got this.
I'm putting an image so you guys can get an idea of what Ismark looks like in the chat.
Hopefully he doesn't look exactly like Florian.
He might, that's the funny thing.
Yeah.
And, he is, leading with Jin, and he says, "So, what did my sister tell you?"
Well, if you said... Oh, sorry. Go on, Jen.
Well, she said your father died of a heart attack or something of the sort.
That is correct, yes.
So I heard you had trouble trying to find someone to bury him?
Well, yes. She didn't want to leave her father's body behind, and I've had issues finding people to help do it. But as you can tell, most people don't want anything to do with this town anymore, so they have fled, mostly. Will you... You're helping me with this. Would you help me get my sister out of this town?
Sure. But she said there was no way out of the town. I mean, that was probably her being...
Not the
No.
town.
Yes.
This land of Barovia. This is the village of Barovia. The land is also called Barovia.
Ah.
It is overseen by the devil Strahd.
Barovia. Wait, Strahd. We've heard that name before.
Yes.
The devil, Strahd.
Well, he's not a devil. It's just what the Vistani call him.
Double, huh?
For some reason, Strahd is attracted to my sister, and he desires her above all others.
You ever think about just giving her a wicked facial scar? See if she's down with it? Maybe it turns him off?
No.
Strahd? No? Okay.
My goal is to escort her to Vallaki. It is a settlement in the heart of this valley, and it is beyond the view of Castle Ravenloft, or at least I hope. And that is where Strahd lives, is the castle.
Where is that from here? North, south, east, west?
He gestures towards the same castle that Morgantha pointed to.
No, I mean the where you want to take Irina.
Vallaki, yes. That is west from here.
Ah, alright. I don't see why we couldn't accompany you and take you guys there.
That said, moving her is quite a gamble. She is quite vulnerable outside of the home, and Strahd, as I said, Strahd wants her more than anyone. That said, I've heard assertions that Vallaki is well defended, so taking her there is the best plan in my mind, so she doesn't have to be holed up in that home.
Yeah. When would what's up with this Strahd guy? Wouldn't we be able to see him coming?
Well, that's the thing. He moves with the mist. He is seen when he wants to be seen and not seen when he doesn't want to be seen.
Huh. Magic, baby. Alright.
And I've been training all my life to confront him. Well, not all my life. I've been training most of my adult years to confront him and kill him.
Okay.
Huh.
And eventually, after he keeps talking, you guys eventually get to right here. Rob lived.
Like the church where I saw all those people.
Yes. And as you guys approach, atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that supports Castle Ravenloft itself, stands a grey, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries on end and is worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through the holes in the shingled roof. The rafters strain feebly against their load.
Alright. Yeah, you stay holding on to your father there. Florian will go over, and this time he will not kick the door, but he will just knock on it.
Alright, the heavy wooden doors, before you do knock, the heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and scarred by fire.
We'll put on my gloves first, and then knock.
Okay. Don't hear anything.
Hello, Father.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Looking to bury a body, Father. I will take your silence as allowing us to pass through with the body somewhere and dump her off. Does he have a plot? I will take your silence as a yes, and we will go. Floyd will look back at those guys and just be like,
Come in. I am in the middle of prayer. Come in, come in.
Sorry, Father Donovich. He looks back at Ismark. Is like, right, what's his name?
Ismark's nodding, like, go in.
All right, let's go. He walks in.
Alright, if you guys take on roll 20 for me, I will add y'all tokens to this map. Well, Florian's, because Florian is the one that went in. Everybody else is outside with... Ismark. I pray I made his token. I did. Cool beans. And as you step into the church, Florian, the doors open to reveal a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel. The hall is unlit and reeks of mildew. 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall, lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that the chapel is strewn with debris, and you hear a soft voice from within reciting a prayer. Suddenly, the prayer is blotted out by an inhuman scream that rises up from beneath the wooden floor. Just... And then the priest goes back to his... He stops praying for a moment and then keeps praying at the altar.
Can we hear this outside? That scream?
No.
No?
So Florian opens the door, goes in, hears that, and he's just like, pivots, and then goes, hey, guys, you might want to come. And he's going to turn back around and be like, Father Donovich, we got a body to bury. I saw that, or I heard from my friends here that there's some trouble in this direction last night. Everything all right?
Yes. Those are just the spirits of the dead adventurers, forming their silent procession to Castle Ravenloft.
Does that happen often?
Every night at midnight.
What just screamed just now?
My son.
Florian will cast message again and point it at Jin, where he believes Jin is, and be like, get your butt in here.
I'm going to have strolled up behind you.
A little more than a year ago, my son Doru and several other villagers stormed the castle, having been lured there by a wizard in black robes. However, my son returned to me as a creature of the night, and I have trapped him in the Undercroft, and I have been praying endlessly, hoping that the gods will tell me how to save my son.
Oh, that's unfortunate. We do bring a body. It's of Mr. Kolyanovich. Bring it for burial.
Yes. Let's do that. Come. Follow me to the cemetery. Let's go. Shop. Yes. Let's go.
Do we need to worry about? I mean, your son?
He's fine. The gods will help me.
Florian just looks back at everyone else. He's like, all right, you got it, buddy.
And he leads you all to the cemetery. So there's no map for the cemetery. Oh, there is. There's not really a map for the cemetery. That's cool. But he leads you all to the cemetery in the back, eventually, in the pouring rain. And A fence of wrought iron with a rusty gate encloses a rectangular plot of land behind the dilapidated church. Tightly packed gravestones shrouded by fog bear the names of souls long past. All seems quiet. And he leads you all to an empty plot.
The DM says all seems quiet. Can I roll perception, please?
You can.
Okay. Let's do it. 19.
All is quiet.
Excellent. Nailed it.
And he leads you to an empty plot.
Is it already dug, or is it just a tombstone?
Already dug. Like, there's a lot of empty graves here that have already been dug.
Excellent. Ismark.
Yes.
Let's get your father buried, yeah?
Alright. Ismark and whoever's helping him carry the coffin.
And
You
me,
guys
Jin.
slowly start lowering the coffin into the grave. And as it's being lowered, Father Donovich says, "May the morning Lord offer you safe peace and rest and deliverance, Kolyan and Dirovich, from the horrors of Barovia." And as the coffin is lowered into the ground, Donovich looks to you all and says, and looks to Ismark mostly and said, "I suggest you take your sister to the Abbey of St. Markovia in Kresik, or failing that, the fortified town of Valaki."
Saint Markovia?
Yeah, the Abbey of St. Markovia.
How far away is that?
Oh, it's away. It'll take some time to get there. You guys gotta find the map key and I can tell you where. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. It is in the village of Kresik. That is where you're going. To get there, you need to go about... You guys are here. And... Oh, it'll probably be a long trip. About a week to get there. It is nestled in the Svalage Woods, just off of Lake Baratok.
Lake Barotok.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Father.
Yes.
I've heard tales so far of a lot of just evil stuff out there.
Yes.
Do you have any blessings or holy water you can give us for travel?
No. I can
All out of
tell
spell
the
slots?
Morning Lord to watch over you. He's not a caster. Yeah.
I figured. I was just.
I will tell the Morning Lord to watch over you.
Aw, thanks. Hear that, guys? We're gonna be watched by the Morning Lord. Hey, by the way, how do you spell that?
Morninglord.
Okay, just making sure it's the right one.
And he turns around and walks back into the church.
I'm actually going to walk beside him and trying to keep my voice low. Tell him, so you're praying to a god, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna hand him a stick of incense and tell him, well, if that fails to work, maybe you should give Ernie a try.
That name is not familiar to me. And he pushes into the chapel, or back into the church.
Did he say Ernie?
Fiona.
Oh, Fiona. Okay.
Fiona.
That's like Ernie. He sounds like an awesome deity.
Yeah,
Ernie is a deity.
Ernie and his holy son Bert.
And Father Donovich goes back into the church, and you can hear him praying again at the altar, and the screams from under the floorboards can be heard again, like, ah!
Oh boy. They got some family issues.
Who doesn't?
I was just gonna say, Ryan.
And Ismark's like, he said he trapped his son in the basement.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think of that? Ismark? Yeah.
I think it's fucked up.
Yeah? Got any stuff boiling up in your belly?
Well, they said he went to Castle Ravenloft, so he must have met Strahd. We could ask him questions, possibly. Like, possibly sneak into the basement and talk to the son.
That could be something we could do. Maybe try and squeeze some info out of him before we head off with Irina.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's all some good information. I think we should all just kind of meet up and talk with Irina now. Yeah. How's that sound?
Yes.
Everybody? Maybe have some lunch while we're at it?
Oh, yes, lunch.
Are we talking to the sun before Irina or after?
After. This guy, we can always come back to this guy. From what I understand, he's undead, so.
Yeah, I don't think he's going anywhere.
Wait, who's undead?
It's on holy ground. The Donovich's son.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe, possibly.
Oh, Donovich said something about his son being afflicted, and you guys mentioned zombies and stuff. So.
Strahd doesn't turn people into zombies.
Oh, okay. Huh. All right. Well, he's making a heck of a racket. Don't know why. Anyway. I think I'm looking at
Bless you, Floria.
corpses, so let's get out of here.
Alright, so...
Since they mentioned talking to the son, I'm gonna at least look around the outside and see if there's any basement access.
Not from the outside.
Okay. I'm just following.
Okay. So where are you guys going?
Oh, we're heading back to Arena. We finished her little thing, so we're just doing the quick hop, skip, and a jump back to her, being like, well, buried your father, talked to Donovich, weird fella, got his son in the basement, screaming his guts out. Went and visited Strahd. Well, we'll talk about it once we get there.
Alright. So you guys moving through the streets again. The fog is a little thicker now. And you all get the sense you're being watched.
Huh. This happen fairly often,
Yes.
you think? This, weird mist and feeling.
The mist never goes away.
Seems like it got thicker, though. Guys, how you doing? You hanging in there? There's a whole lot of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
We've dealt with weirder.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at least there's living people around here. That house. Ugh. So happy to be out of that. You ever hear of
No
a
more
house
ghosts.
have you ever heard of a house? There's like a family there. It's like 2 kids, like a housemaid, and like, what were their names?
The little girl, her name was something Rose. Rose.
Thimbles, I think?
Rose and Thorndurst.
Thorndurst?
Thorn, and their last name was Durst.
That is correct.
Ah.
Those were their names. No, I've never heard of these people.
Well, we just came out of their house. It was like right over down the street there. And he'll just point.
Tried to kill us.
You can't see the house from here.
Well, point in the direction
Yeah,
of where he
he's like,
believes
oh,
the house is.
okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's weird. Alright. Don't know the house that we just left. Anyway, that's how we got here. We came out of that house after finding it in a mist. How far away is Irina?
You can see the house. It's about 20 feet away.
Alright.
You guys approach the house again. Ismark shouts out, Irina, let's go. Taking you out of here. I buried father. Let's go. Come. There's a moment of hesitation and the door opens. Irina approaches you all and she says, you dealt with my father?
Yeah, we buried him. Spoke to Donovich. Seemed like his son got into some trouble. It doesn't sound quite right. He's keeping him locked in the basement of the church.
Well, Donovich has gone insane. Everybody in the village knows that. I don't know why Ismark doesn't know that yet. I've been drinking.
Oh, the father has gone insane?
Yeah, Donovich has gone mad. Apparently he just spends his days praying, not leaving the church.
Oh, I just imagine that's what priests did.
He's not eating. He's not sleeping. No one sees him.
Oh, what do you know of his son?
Nothing.
Huh. Well, I saw that the mist was getting a bit heavy around here. Well, there was a plan to get you going to an abbey in Cressick.
Oh, the Abbey of St.
But it's-
Barovia.
Yeah. But it's a heck of a distance off.
That's
Quite
fine.
a few days travel.
It's fine. If my father is at rest, then I'm fine.
Alright, why is that?
Because I wanted to make sure his body was put to rest. I didn't want to leave him. To become one of Strahd's minions.
You said Strahd didn't raise zombies.
He doesn't turn people into zombies, is what I said.
Alright. So did you want to do this now?
I mean, the The longer I'm here, Strahd knows where I am. He knows that house is where I am. The longer we get
Alright,
away, the
well-
longer I can maybe elude him.
Alright, first checkpoint is back at that church.
Alright?
But we're gonna need, I don't think we have food enough for 7 days. Supplies, that sort of thing.
Well, we stop on the way. There's villages on the way.
Are there any horses, modes of transportation?
Not here. We're on foot.
Huh.
We could visit Madame Eva. She might have some carriages we can borrow.
Wait, Madam Eva,
Madame Eva.
isn't that the lady?
You wouldn't know who Madame Eva is.
But did
Morg was the gal, the old lady.
no, the guy that gave me the tarot card way back episode 1, didn't he say Madam Eva? Something about Madam Eva?
Oh, yes, yes.
Wait.
Yes. She says we could head to Madame Eva and possibly see if she can lend us, or we could barter or buy the horses and the carriages she usually moves her people around in.
Okay, so we just buried your father, and this is quickly turning into like a whole week's worth of work. And I mean, you know, we can't. I'm not sure if we can all just do this for free. We all do have to eat. Do you guys have any way of compensating us for this? I mean, not to be that guy, but
Not right now, and there's no settlements from here until Vallaki. And Vallaki is a ways away.
all right. Just wanted to get that straight. Just wanted to be out there in the open on that that factor.
That
Excellent.
said, to get to Madame Eva, it'll only take about the better part of an hour if we leave now.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Alright, and
Let's.
she starts leading you guys to the west with Ismark out of the village. And you guys are passing down a road. And I forgot to add this map to Roll20, so we'll do that real quick. Actually, no, I'll make it easier. You know, that's Roll20, because sending you guys the file would just be confusing. Boop. So yeah, she's leading you guys along. Perfect opportunity for some RP.
Oh boy. What have we gotten ourselves into, guys? Well, I guess, what have I gotten us into?
Yeah.
Well, at least none of us have almost died within the past hour, so I'd say it's a pretty good time.
Yeah, it's not bad. This rain is annoying, but
I mean,
Honestly, the
That's-
cloudiness is quite nice.
I'd offer you my cloak, Florian, but I don't think it would go with your whole outfit.
no, absolutely not. I need to shine, baby. So, let's see. What do we have here?
I do have to agree with you though. This doing shit for free is getting all quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you're free to wander the lands by yourself. I mean, I have no issues.
No.
leaving
I mean,
with this.
we
I have
might
no
as
issues
well.
going alone with my brother.
Yeah, I mean, we might. I'm just saying, might as well do this. But I mean, if anything happens, just know. Yeah, I mean, we can do this out of the kindness of our hearts. It's just, you know, if we run low on food or need certain supplies, we might need you to help us out with that expense.
Madam Eva's
'Cause you-
encampment is literally less than an hour away. As I
Okay.
said, supplies should be easy to come across.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
And they continue walking ahead of you guys.
I'm just kind
I
of.
didn't think they would be listening.
I mean, they're going to be constantly listening to make sure no spooky stuff happens.
Oh yeah. Florian's just gonna plink away on his violin, trying to get it in tune, but also just trying to play one of his old songs that he knows. Yeah,
Sure.
he's gonna do that for a while,
Alright. do
and
that.
about after 45 minutes or so, he's going to exercise enthralling performance.
Okay.
So this doesn't make anybody hostile, and they don't realize anything's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I get to choose 4 people to make charisma or wisdom saving throws, and if they fail, they're charmed for an hour.
Okay.
But even after it's over, they don't realize anything has happened. So it's just like it's like a mechanical way of just saying that I have enthralled them.
Okay. But as time passes, if you guys look on the map that I've made, you might need to zoom in a bit because it's a big map. You guys are currently crossing a bridge, and it's crossing the river
Nice.
Ivelis, which I need to see what area that is again. D. Oh, so much shit needs to be open. It's crazy.
Oh wow, this is big. I didn't know that it was. Oh wow.
Yeah.
You weren't kidding.
So as you guys are crossing this river, the river flows as clear as a blue winter sky through the valley. The river is about 50 feet wide and has a depth, from what you can tell, about 5 to 10 feet. And this arcing stone bridge spans the river at 2 points. Or that's what Ismark says. Yes, so we're going to have to cross this bridge again later on. Well, a different one, but yes.
Oh, okay. We're just crossing the same river.
Yeah, you guys are crossing the bridge, and here, more time passes, and these all heavy, dense wood around you. The Svalich Woods, and Ismark says, just don't wander into the Svalich Woods.
And I'm gonna, as we're crossing the bridge, I'm going to take note of what direction it's flowing.
Okay. It doesn't say, so it seems to be flowing
Based
east.
on the position of that
Or
mountain,
it's flowing west.
probably.
Okay, yeah. Didn't realize that was a topographical thing. Okay. Alright.
And you guys continue to move. Eventually you get to this fork in the road. Another 20 minutes pass. An old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows. Oh, gallows. Ugh, I got confused. What is gallows? Yes. points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village to the east, where you guys have just come from. Sayre Pool to the northwest, which is where they said Madame Eva is camped. And Ravenloft/Velaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. And now... Boop. I have so much shit open, it's insane. As you guys are standing here kind of looking around, you can tell at those graves, there's about 11 graves, and they all have blank gravestones. Yeah. And as you guys are standing here...
We're just standing there?
Well, because yes.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Justin.
Oh, I rolled the wrong die. Oh, okay. What? Okay, this is so weird. Oh. Okay, I understand what I did wrong. My apologies. Okay, you guys are on the road. Okay, now I go. Sorry, it's this table's a little finicky.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. So you guys are like heading off up the north path because you guys are going to see Madame Eva. To talk to her, starting to go this way a little bit. Through the mist comes a skeletal warhorse and rider, both clad in ruined chainmail. The skeletal rider holds up a rusted lantern that sheds no light. And it just rides up to you guys. It gets
Does it look like it has anything in its hands? Other than
a lantern.
A lantern?
A lantern with no light. And just riding up to you guys. Ismark draws his sword, Irina draws her sword, and the horse just moves its way through the gathered group of you all and continues on down the path out of sight, galloping away into the fog.
What was that?
That was interesting to say the least.
No need to be uppity. It's just a skeleton riding a horse.
Yep, just a skeleton riding a horse.
You said it was a skeletal horse.
A skeletal warhorse and rider, both clad in ruined chainmail.
Okay. Huh. So, hey, you two, you see that stuff often?
Yes. Yep.
They usually hostile?
Generally, they are.
Huh.
Yeah, that was weird. Let's just quicken the pace up, maybe?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
And you guys quicken the pace, and eventually you get to this small encampment near a lake, near the Seer Pool, I mean. And I gotta pull that up now. Money. Okay, so, where is that one? So, as you guys approach, the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way to black clouds boiling far above. There is a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful round tents, each 10 feet in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, 8 unbridled horses drink from the river. The mournful strains of an accordion clash with the singing of several brightly clad figures around a bonfire. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and the forest's edge. and there's 12 humans standing and sitting around the fire.
Ooh,
You said
fire. We've been walking for a while. I'm just gonna walk over and stand next to the fire and look at everybody.
Okay.
Hey, who's this person we need to find again?
Madame Eva,
Madame Eva, where's she supposed to be?
one of the people that is standing by the fire that Kevenas had just approached, says, "It was fated that you would visit our humble camp. Madame Eva foretold your warning. She awaits you." And this person points a figure to the largest tent. And Ismark and Irina look at each other and say, "Well?"
Alright. Tell them, alright, thank you. And relay that to everybody and come on.
Yeah, huh.
Head towards that
Oh,
tent.
apologies. Before you leave the fire, Kevenas, one of the figures standing there, you kind of hear the story they're telling as you did approach, and they're saying, "A mighty visit came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. The battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside. Great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. Though when the devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value. But the river Ivlis had already spirited him away." And then, Kevin, as you walk from the fire, and you guys approach the tent.
Would Florian have heard any of that?
Perception check.
Nope.
Alright. So you all approach the tent. Ismark and Irina stand outside the tent. They kind of like step off to the side of the tent and they start talking to each other in hushed tones, kind of having a personal conversation. They don't really want anyone overhearing. Ismark just says, "Yes, it's fine, go inside. I just need to talk to my sister for a moment."
Hey, Ryan.
Hmm?
Go on.
I was just going to say, as soon as I step in, I'm just going to step just to the side of the door and try and listen in on them.
Ryan, you're the one that said you got a card from this person?
It was mentioned by the person that gave me the card. He said something about Madame Eva. I don't remember much.
Want to take the lead on this one?
Sure,
All right.
I can do that.
Kevenas, you do not understand the language they're speaking when you're trying to listen in.
Ryan's gonna go in the tent.
Alright, are the rest of you guys following Ryan into the tent?
Yep.
Okay. Magic flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in black velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its depths. As the crone speaks, her voice crackles like dry weeds. "At last, you have arrived." Cackling laughter bursts like mad lightning from her withered lips. And as you all stand there, she looks at Florian and says, "The music maker hailing from the lands of Silgar."
Ryan, help me out.
And then she looks at Ryan and says, "Oh, one from Waterdeep, given a token of mine."
You want it back?
No. And she looks at Kevenas. "The false worshipper is with you." And then to Jin. And she says, "And the orphan has come as well. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, I'm so glad you have made it. Would you like your fortunes read? I can tell your fortunes, why you've been brought here to Barovia."
I'd like to know that.
"Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful." And she proceeds to take a deck of cards out of her shawl. "Excuse me."
Oh, is he actually gonna go get him?
Oh, Rose, you're living.
I am living for this. Oh.
Whoop. Had to grab props.
Justin, you're a bean.
Thanks. Alright. You guys want your fates read, that is correct?
Ryan does at least.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
they're going to be all your fates.
Yeah.
You shared fate. Okay. I gotta pull up the card reading. This is so exciting. Alright. She just starts shuffling this deck of cards, these tarot cards that she pulls from her shawl. Okay. You gotta shuffle these things. You gotta remember how to do this. And since I don't have the actual tarot cards, I need to see what the common deck is. Okay, cool. Shuffled and shuffled. If I had the actual tarot deck, this would be so much easier, but I can't afford the tarot deck right now. Alright. So, she gestures for one of you to sit at a table across from her.
I'll sit.
Alright, what are the rest of you doing?
Was there more seats?
No, just the one.
I guess we're just standing there then.
Alright,
I am anyway. Sorry, I didn't want to speak for anybody else.
it's all good.
And then by the door, or flap, whatever.
Okay. Okay. I'm placing the cards down now. So she watches you places the cards down in a cross motion. 3 cards, and then she places 2 cards. One in the middle, one at the bottom. And she looks at all of you. And she flips over 1 card. And she says, "This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy." She flips.
Did you say knowledge of the what?
Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy.
Okay.
And did I do that right? Sorry, it's a little confusing how to do this without a tarot deck. Okay, cool. Yep. And then she's gonna pull the second card, the one at the top of the draw, and she says, "Ooh, nice." Oh, hold on a sec. Okay, cool. As she slips the second card, she says, or hold on, no. After she drew the first card, sorry, it's really confusing with the tarot deck. Yeah, okay. So, she... I wish I had a tarot deck. It's so confusing using numbered cards. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay.
I feel that.
Ugh. Like, it's awful. Okay, cool. Sorry, guys, it's really rough. Oops. Okay, sorry. For the first card she described. The treasure is hidden in a small castle beneath a mountain guarded by amber giants.
Hidden in a castle, what? Guarded by iron giants?
Guarded. Small castle beneath a mountain, guarded by amber giants.
Okay.
As she flips over the second card, she says, "This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a symbol of great hope."
I have a powerful force of goodness and protection, a symbol of great hope.
A holy symbol of great hope. And as she flips the card, she says, "Search for the crypt of a wizard ordinaire. His staff is the key."
You said the wizard's name was Ordinaire?
No. Search for the crypt of a wizard ordinaire. There is no name.
Oh.
His staff is the key.
So what's Ordinaire? Is that just a word that I'm not familiar with?
Ordinary.
Oh. Yeah.
She flips the third card, the one on the far right,
Sorry.
and says, "This is a card of power and strength. It is a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight." Oof.
I have a power and strength, a sword of sunlight.
A weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. And then she says, based on that card, she says, "I see a throne fit for a king."
What was the word before throne before a king?
I see a throne fit for a king.
Okay.
And she flips the middle card. and says, "This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness."
This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly against the battle against darkness.
Yes.
Against the battle against the darkness.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Just trying to find the card it pertains to. Okay.
Oh.
Avistana wanders this land alone, searching for her mentor. She does not stay in one place for long. Seek her out at St. Markovia's Abbey near the mists.
I didn't catch any of the beginning on that one.
I'll just copy and paste it.
Okay. Sorry.
It's all good. So it's in the Zoom chat.
Alright. I should just be writing these. I'd be able to do it faster.
And then
Right.
she flips the bottom card. And as she does so, your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. And oh wait, hold on, never mind. I laughed too early. I got excited and laughed too early. He lurks in the depths of darkness, in the one place to which he must return.
Okay.
And that is the end of the card reading. And she shuffles the cards back up, puts them back in her shawl, and looks at you all and says, "Well, your task has been found. Your fortune."
Origin? Those. Did any of you get what any of that was?
No.
Well, thanks for the help, ma'am.
You're welcome.
He'll stick his head out there. Arena, what are we doing here?
Trying to deal with things to get help.
Alright. I guess I'll go back, look back in there and be like, well, thanks, ma'am.
You're welcome, Florian Umbridge.
Oh, you know our name.
I do. I know you were here. I've been waiting for you all to free us from the darkness.
Oh,
And the fortune I have read you will aid you in that task. And maybe you will find a way to leave.
I guess we should have written that down, shouldn't we, guys?
Yes.
I was, but Florian was not.
Yeah, that was information y'all should have probably wrote down because it's very important.
Uh,
And I'm not repeating it.
I got it.
yeah, I think he got it word for word. I got the gist of it. I took the cliff notes.
And
All
then she just smiles and doesn't talk anymore.
Alright. So didn't they say we're gonna get some horses and carts here?
You can pay me
Yeah,
for
that's what I
my
thought.
horses.
Oh, I think they were
Yeah.
gonna take care of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, who are you here with?
We're here with the Kolyanovich. Is
That's a bad idea.
why
Why?
is that?
Strahd is close.
Ooh. Oh, hey. So you know these people. What can you tell us about them?
Did she murder her father?
No, he died of a heart attack. And you guys feel a cold wind sweep across the campsite. The flaps on the tent move. And peering outside, just a thick mist obscuring vision. Just
Florian will cast message and point to where he last saw Irina and be like, "Hey, what's going on?"
run.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Irina said, "Run, guys."
From what?
Hey, everybody.
Where?
Thank you, ma'am. I don't know what we're doing. Sounds like there's some dangerous stuff outside. Do you hear anything?
Eerily enough, you hear silence.
Oh boy.
The people aren't singing and dancing anymore.
I send my dancing lights out, even if I can just try to see some shadows, maybe.
As your dancing lights go out in the distance from the flap of the tent, about maybe 30 feet away, standing under a tree, you see the gaunt visage of a man standing there. This man is dressed interestingly. He's got long black hair that come to his shoulders. Pale face, narrowed. He's just staring at you all in the tent. He's got a fur-trimmed cloak, red shirt, long boots, very ornate pants, and a necklace around his neck. Jeweled rings around his fingers, and he's just staring into the tent, smiling.
Hey. Hey, buddy.
Who are you?
And the fog swallows him, and he vanishes.
What? I'll look around for Irina and Ismark.
They're not within sight.
Madam Ava, who was
You turn to look at Madame Eva, and she just smiles and says, "The devil has come."
Was the devil Strahd?
Yes. And she just cackles, high-pitched once more. And that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Oh boy.
Okay, well, we got our first glimpse. I don't know if we know. Well, I guess we do kind of know that since she just told us.
Yeah, I think I got some of the stuff mixed up because you were saying what a card was for, and then you said like a bit of that card, and I was treating each of those as like a separate card that you were pulling out.
No,
There was like a gap of time in between them, so I was just like, ah!
She says the card description and then something important about it.
Don't
Yeah.
worry, Sam. I got it. I got it all written down.
So
Okay.
the ancient knowledge card. No.
What?
I got all the cards.
At
Well,
the
you-
very beginning, you were talking about ancient knowledge that would help us.
Yeah, that's one of the cards.
Oh, I thought you because you said that.
Nope,
all right,
it's one of
this
the
is the
cards.
first card. Right, but you said, all right, this is the first card, and you said a different card later on. That's why.
Yeah,
that's why we were a bit confused.
No, that's the first card. There's just different. Yeah, I had to restart it. That's what I
Yeah.
said. I said I was restarting it. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you said you restarted it, we thought, oh, that first one doesn't count.
No, the first one is. The first one's still the same of what it
Okay,
was going to be
alright.
anyway.
Cool. Thank you. Sorry.
All right, and that's where we're going to end it with you guys in this little tent, cramped in a tent, with a figure about 20 feet away sitting under a tree looking into the tent, and then vanishes in the fog.
Perfect way to end.
Neat.
But with that, thank you, Twitch, for watching tonight and dealing with my confusion of dealing with non-Taroka cards, having to use these in place of Taroka cards. Oh, someone already left. Okay. Bye. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks for joining or watching. Check us out on the Discord. We'll be back. I don't want to rearrange all the windows and fix a closing segment, so bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.